My grandmother, who did come from Puerto Rico herself, got married to my grandfather, who himself immigrated to Puerto Rico from Spain. So, you know, he conquistadored her again. They came to New York City to start a different life. When Puerto Ricans were first migrating to New York City, our only places to go in New York were predominantly black neighborhoods. Those were the ones who welcomed us here. They settled into a one-bedroom and had 3 children, lived the immigrant life, which meant 2 jobs apiece. From my understanding, from what I remember from the stories, it was 1 pot of rice that had to last the whole week. Just growing up in New York City, got to do a lot of fun things that took me away from having to be in an environment that wasn't conducive to creativity, you know, whether that was drugs or crime or jail. But my mother's business is none of your business. Another thing I was able to do in New York City was go to a high school that reinforced my creativity, which was art and design. If only because I wasn't accepted into LaGuardia. Hey, LaGuardia. For me, New York City was just a great place to find new opportunities to blossom as a young artist, and also where dreams can also go to die, by the way. There was no money in being an artist, which you find out. I needed clothes and food. One of the first things I did out of high school was intern, and that internship led to an opportunity, which led to another opportunity. So by the time I was 21, I was working in Wall Street. Kill me. And so I spent a lot of years auditing and reporting and working on other people's business and making them successful, which is, I guess, the tools of the trade. You learn your own skills by being a part of someone else's success, but I think that was one of the things I learned, especially after 2008. The big recession of 2008 was, fuck this, what am I doing here? I need to be doing this for myself. So I packed my little Wall Street bags and headed back out to be a starving artist. I always wanted to pursue comedy, so that's exactly what I did. And I took my silly little stupid jokes and I got on stage every night. And one of the ways I found to get stage time was to work for it. So I somehow ended up being a comedy show and mic producer, which led me to being a manager to make some money of the club. One of the clubs is the New York Comedy Club.
See, I live in the Bronx, in a little town called Soundview.
Oh, okay.
Where all the sounds are of the hookers crying. And the view is right up their skirts. It's awful. No models live up there, I'll tell you that. They want to be models, but they're just all 5 sizes overweight. And, yeah? You know, the fashion industry, they don't like pregnancy. So, it's all good. I tried modeling myself once in high school, but the janitor never got around to developing the photos, The detectives did. We were holding them for evidence, which was a shame because I thought they were pretty classy photos.
Any way to get better is you have to be doing it every day, and you have to be doing it more than once a day, and you need to be doing 3 shows a night. So by being a producer and manager, it not just afforded me an insight to how the business worked, but it also helped me to build relationships. Anybody's journey in New York City, you learn to find your own way. I personally have never had to wait tables, but that's just the route I took. I took the route of business management. One of the gigs I had as a contractor, and who taught me pretty much how to do websites for companies, was Ariana Grande's dad. I used to work for him. How was I able to make a little bit of money and work on the craft? You find a way just like anybody else. That's part of the hustle, is getting over the fear of starting where you are. Wherever you are right now is a good place to begin. I think being a New Yorker is not just one of patience, one of persistence, one of acceptance, not just of yourself, but of others. Understanding that we all are cut from different cloths, yet we are all part of the same story, and we don't get to where we're going alone. And your experience and your journey can also inform mine.